Okay, we're ready to start now.
Okay. I'm Wayne Miller, board member.
Amy Rivera, board member.
Ted Oggs, board member.
Matthew Wojcik, LNI supervisor.
Deborah Richardson, Boards Administration.
Got it.
Philip Motto, Boards Administration.
Thomas Rabikowski, City of Philadelphia, License and Inspection.
Okay, anybody going to testify in the hearing? Please raise your right hand and swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Please respond.
Yes.
Oh. No.
All right. Phil, you want to put it into the record?
This is case number 1, HA 2022-004-394, the property located at 240 North Hobart Street.
All right, Tom, you want to give us a little update on the building?
So we have a property at 240 North Hobart Street that suffered a fire in the beginning of October. The property was declared eminently dangerous by the department. We had communications that the interior and the roof had suffered structural damage. We received communications into the department prior to today's proceedings that an engineering firm had been out to the property and is in the midst of preparing make-safe drawings for the repair of the property. With that said, I'm going to share my screen and show the board some photographs that were taken of the property when the property was declared as eminently dangerous, and also the documentation that was submitted to the department dated October 31st. At the conclusion, my petition with the board is that we would be looking for a permit for either the repair by way of a make-safe permit or the demolition of the property be submitted into the department within 30 days. That does not mean that the permit has to be issued. All we're looking for is that it be in the hand of one of our plans examiners within 30 days so that it can be under review and something can be processing with this property. I do want to put on the record that per city code or per the zoning code, if you have to replace more than 2/3 of the structural members of a existing building and a portion of the building envelope, the city constitutes that as demolition with new construction, meaning that a demolition permit and zoning permit for that demolition would have to be filed with the department, and then new construction permits would be required. So with that said, I'll just share my screen with the board and then turn it over to the appellant. So this is the appeal paperwork or the appeal filing. On the appeal filing, the reason for the appeal is disagree, need more time to repair. And for the to expedite time, I'll go right to the document that we received on the 31st, which does show photographs of the property. This is the document that we received October 31st. And it does say performed a structural inspection at 240 North Hobart Street on Friday, October 21st.
Wayne, can you get her?
SDA confirmed the fire event severely damaged the second and roof structure of that property. It shows some interior photographs of the second floor. It makes reference of stabilizing the masonry walls will need to be replaced in 8 to 10 feet floor sections. The residence will not collapse in its current condition. It may not collapse in its current condition, but there is significant structural damage in that property. It does call out in photo 3, SDA recommends a temporary 2x6 shoring wall to stabilize the stair header as referenced by the yellow arrows. The stair shoring wall will be formed and first to second floor only when debris has been removed from the first floor. And then this photograph here shows the amount of damage that was done to the roof assemblies of this property. And then the last paragraph of the document, conclusion and recommendations, SDA will prepare make-safe drawings to address the fire event. The existing residence can be structurally repaired in its current condition without house demolition. SDA will prepare a phased second floor and roof structure replacement. The owner and architect will contact SDA when all contents and debris have been removed for make-safe drawings. So that tells me that they need to go back into the property and prepare drawings for what needs to be done to this property to get it into a safe condition. With that said, again, I have to reinstate, they need to go through this property and check the structural members, because whatever drawing they prepare, it needs to say whether or not that beam or that floor joist is going to be replaced, or whether it is going to exist in its current status or be an existing framing member. Because again, if we go over that 2/3 of the structural members, then we are at a demolition new construction phase of this property.
Mr. Spencer, you're going to be presenting the case for your client?
I'm not sure what that means. This structural report by the engineer is not sufficient for today's purposes. We are in the process. They're going to have a dumpster at the property tomorrow, I'm told, so I can get into the property and just clean it out so that I can get in and measure. I mean, that's what the engineer asked me to do.
So my statement to the board is that we have a structure on the 200 block of North Hobart Street that suffered significant fire damage. We are looking that a permit for either the repair or the demolition of the property be submitted into the department within 30 days. I don't believe that that's too out of scope, being that we've already had a design professional into the property who asked to come back out to prepare those drawings. All I'm asking is that those drawings be very specific on what needs to be replaced and what type of permit that will be issued for this property.
And just let me know for the record that Mr. Scherer has been performing engineering services for our firm with only in the city of Philadelphia for the past, 15 years. So he's very familiar with the codes. Like I said, I've never done this before, by the way. I mean, I had to come before a hearing. But like I said, the owners are going to have a dumpster at the property tomorrow. They're going to clean it out this weekend, and I'm going to get in next week and do the measuring so that Mr. Scherer can do his structural drawings per your description.
And Mr. Spencer, you think that'll be done within 30 days?
Well, we can have our drawings done probably, at the end of next week, if I can get in Monday. I mean, it's not a big house.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can have my drawings to him, and then he's going to have to note them up, and then we'll have to. I don't know how long it's going to take yet for him to note it up, but I think he already knows what he wants to do. He gave us a prescription when we walked through. My second time was on October 21st with him. So, I mean, I think he knows prescriptively what he wants to do. He just needs a drawing to put that information on.
Right.
So, okay, Tom, so that's what we're looking for, right?
That's what so I'm looking for a permit to be submitted into, well, my recommendation to the board is to have a permit under review within 30 days.
Now, 30 days is from what date? Is that 30 days from today, 30 days from the issuance of the violation, 30 days from the fire?
No, 30 days from today.
Okay, that's fine. We can
30 days
definitely do that. Definitely.
And a contractor would have to be on board as well at that point
So they have to have a contractor hired?
to submit for the make-safe permit, I believe so, but Mr. Rodakowski can answer to that.
Okay,
So a design professional or attorney expediter could apply for a permit within those 30 days, but then when the permit is about to be issued, a contractor would have to be named on that permit and be associated with that permit before it actually saw light of day.
okay.
And they need to be certified by the city.
Correct.
Or licensed by the city. And just one comment, with the clean out that they'll be doing, tomorrow, what have you, presumably none of that will be removing any structural material, purely anything.
It's
that
fire damage, I'm sorry, it's fire damage material and debris that's just on the floor, preventing us from seeing the floor and getting a good,
Gotcha.
that's all.
So we're all on the same page that, get in there, get the work done, get a permit in 30 days, and then go from there.
Can I ask a question? Now, in the
Sure.
event that any of this cannot be done, particularly getting a contractor, I mean, what do we do in 30 days?
The thing is that I think you would contact Tommy,
Okay,
and then Tom, you would make a decision or let us know if it's close.
and I only ask that because, with the, contractors being very, very busy these days, it may take more than 30 days to get, within the 30 days to get the drawings done and to get a contractor engaged. That's all.
So I have that, the area inspector is Inspector Madres, and that's
Yeah.
Modres.
Yes, I've spoken with him, yes.
Okay, so what we would ask you to do is you would need to reach out to Inspector Madres. Let him
Okay.
know what's going on with the property.
All
I'm
right.
also going to ask you to reach out to myself. And if you get close to that 30-day window without the permit being applied for, reach out to myself, and we might be able to reach something in the department, because typically for eminently dangerous properties, we don't extend much time. We do. I'm not going to say that we don't grant time, but we do. We are very aggressive when properties are deemed eminently dangerous.
That's fine. Like I said, I've never done this before, but I can follow your rules. Is your information going to be sent to me? Should I get it now or?
I'll give it to you right now.
Okay.
Email address is Thomas
Okay.
Rybakowski. And instead of spelling that, you can see it right on the screen.
A, B, C.
Oh,
D,
yeah.
E.
Okay. Way down there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I got it.
So it's thomas.rybakowski@phila.gov, phila.gov, G-O-V.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, if everybody's on the same page, ready, it's good, we'll just go from there.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Spencer, thanks a lot.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Good
all.
luck.
Thank you
and
very
good luck
much.
with the property.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank
Okay.
you. How you get off?
Pause the recording.
The first case was 5814 Fernwood Street, HA 2022004262.
Is the MI there?
I have an MI 2022006214.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we approved the appeal to come into the next case. Is that what we're doing, or we're gonna do both at the same time?
I can
No,
read the
you're just
next one.
approving the late appeal request.
Yes, okay. All right, let's hear the next one, Phil.
The next one is MI 2022006150 for the property located at 5254 Walnut Street.
Okay, and then the same thing, we're gonna give a late appeal, a request, and that's done.
And then it will be scheduled accordingly.
Okay, whatever you schedule, I don't know when you're scheduled. Okay.
And no, case number 4 on the list.
Case number 4 on the list was MI 2022006396 for the property located at 3627 North 19th Street.
And that will be continued to November 17th, 2022?
Correct.
Okay, fine. All right,
All right.
good.
We're
Do
all
we have
good.
to do anything with case number 3? Write it up?
Yeah,
Yes. Yes, we'll have to do a vote sheet for
reporting
that.
off.